What is going on, guys? Chronic here, and welcome to Kona. Sorry, I was in the options menu messing with a few settings. Sorry if I went above. I am no, I was in the options menu, but welcome to Kona. This is a story-based game. I don't remember a lot about it, but I'm excited to get back recording and playing games with y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and get into a brand new game of Kona. I've seen a few. I've never played it on this channel. I might have streamed it on Twitch, but I don't remember. But I have seen Jeff Aviana play it, and all this and that. He's not a friend of mine, but he's a good YouTuber. I do recommend checking him out. He does do, I think he stopped doing a lot of stuff, but I don't know. But no, this is a really cool game. I love it, and it's also Northern Quebec, October 1970.
Robert sought information for a living. That is to say that ever since he returned from Korea, after having served with the armed forces, he had been working
There's a train!
as an investigator in Montreal. William Hamilton, a rich industrialist, had gotten in touch with him regarding a simple vandalism issue. Nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
Not worth hiring a private eye either, just so he can drive for hours on rough roads. But that's how it had always been. The client pays, Carl gets it done. They had set up to meet at the general store, his client's business. Well, actually, the entire village had William Hamilton's name written all over it.
Oh, there's a little area right here. Okay.
When the roads were bad, muddy, or snowed in, it was customary around these parts to close them off. But it was also customary to ignore those signs entirely and drive there anyway.
Oh, I forget it's a little pickup. Chevrolet. Oh, Chevy truck. Chevrolet. Empty bottle. I might want to.
Hamilton never mentioned a road blocking barrier. Why was it needed here in the back of Beyond? That would, however, be a mystery for another day.
Read flyer, Manistan. It'll be good.
Hamilton no doubt knew who managed the barrier. Carl wanted to give him a call, but that would have been too easy though, as sure enough the line was acting up.
Little river. The tower or something, wherever this thing is. I don't know what this thing is called. Got bolt cutters, fire starter. Huh. Hey yo. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna head back over to here. Back.
Carl was meeting his client in a store near this area. He
Loch.
was on the right track.
That's French.
Still not a soul in sight.
Oh.
There was no point.
That's what the bolt cutters are for.
Carl
Okay.
had to figure this one out by himself.
Oh, well.
Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to
Rock.
get down to business.
Sorry. Alright, let's get back in the car. Let's go.
William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here.
Hey, let's go, eh?
It was divided when it came to the affluent men. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him. Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people. Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target would become the man himself.
Whoa. Okay. A few hours later. It's chilly.
Carl needed to get out of there. The cold and the pain required urgent care.
And that is the start of a brand new game. Welcome to Kona, everyone. Have anything in here? I don't know. Oh, the bridge collapsed.
The driver had taken off. It was still best to check it out and leave nothing to chance. Carl needed help.
Ephemeral. Isabel.
Such heart-wrenching
Photo backside. Isabel, you gave meaning to everything. When you disappeared,
language.
so did purity. I would defend your purity against the winds, the tides, against the ice and blue. Huh. First aid kit. How do I like... Ah, there we go. Equipment. Inventory. No. Consumable. First aid kit.
He would have to endure this skin-stinging cold. This deep in the country, his last hope was to find an abandoned garage or a farm by the roadside. His life depended on it.
That's him back. One lug. Alright, heat. Matches, that's fire starter right there. Ooh, chain.
Even better than he had hoped. Carl Faubert had succeeded once more and was now on his way to new adventures.
To be honest, I do not know a lot about this game. It's been a while since I have watched anyone play it. Nothing that could appear. It has been a very long time since I've seen Jeff play this game, so I honestly do not know what to expect. Lay chain. Alright, let's see. Can we get the hell out of here? Yes, we can. The hefty blizzard. If I do say so myself. Afghanistan
Spread out on a few
region.
acres of untouched forest, bellowing caribou, everlasting snow, and undefiled lakes. The Manistan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people, and ever since the
Cree.
industrial era, by the metal mining industry.
Interesting. The general store. The mills. Oh.
Carl had no trouble recognizing his employer. He had been killed. There was no need to be a detective to figure that out.
Really?
The detective could have noticed that the killer had to have been very close. That the fatal blow had been given before the victim even realized.
Mr. John Vall, Montreal.
An explosion suddenly occurred outside. The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time. Maintaining his composure, Carl recalled something from his military training. Wolves always stay away from populated areas.
Wait, yeah.
Was it about bears?
Wolves do tend to stay away from populated areas. Key. Have like a flashlight or something? Do. Canada. D. Eh? Ooh, a note.
Carl knew that.
No, Hamilton, I have a frog in my throat. When people have a frog in their throat, they do not take risks by going to work. Customers could catch it, right? I'm a wise man. Not to worry, I will have a nice doctor's note, which I'm going to get right now. Sadly, in the meantime, I will have to close down the shop unless you would like to come fill in for me. I wouldn't dare advise you after all. You must know how it's done since it's yours now. With kind regards, your dedicated manager, GILLES. Or GILLES.
The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
I need care. There's key. Another thing. Who's Ballas?
That log. It seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store.
I
was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on.
Duct tape. Matches. Nothing. Nothing. Another flyer. Pillbox. General store also serves a post office for the locals.
Amateur hunters showing some pride in having killed a nice pelted beast. With men like this roaming the area, wolves would become extinct within 10 years, Carl thought.
What do we need? So I know I need a thing. I just don't know what thing it is.
Carl was used to strange phenomena, but a chunk of ice like this, as if an iceberg came out of the ground, that was a first.
Wait, there's footprints. What?
Prince? Carl found a surprise at every turn. Was the camera faulty, or was it a possible lead? Hate was in the air. Seems like some villagers barely tolerated each other.
Let it be known you're nothing more than a brigand, a robber, a garbage holder, a viper, a leech, a monster. You're holding a knife at my throat. Too bad for me, but... Definitely a generator.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
I'm gonna follow the foot. Well, it's another one of the ice things.
Carl felt that the store and its surroundings still held their secrets, and he didn't like to miss out. Carl wondered what the hell could
Oh,
it
what
be.
the hell?
It looked like a man fossilized in ice.
Ears.
All of a sudden, Carl felt like he was pulled inside a world of dreams. A cold, unknown
fuck?
dimension. Somehow, self-control was slipping from his grasp. To all appearance,
There's page 1. The beast enjoys long slumbers. Its sanctuary seems impregnable. Ice is everywhere. I need to exercise patience and wait for it to come out. To think like a hunter. The beast often invades the settlements bordering the lake. It terrorizes the white people. They never see it coming, but they feel its presence. A cold dread grabbing at your innards. The beast excites the wolves and makes them more aggressive. One attacked me. I had to cut its throat. The blade digging into its flesh made the sound of a taut wire. The beast is getting closer to the villagers. It moves at night, bringing heavy snow and strong gusts of winds along with it. I tracked it to no avail. I do not know the white man frozen in ice, but I do know this. It is the work of the beast. It attacks, curdle the blood of its victims. White men know nothing of this force of nature. I touched the ice imprisoning the white man. I saw things, but I do not understand them. Fuck.
what could these
Necklace 739.
A fresh path suddenly appeared before Carl.
New footprint pet. Giles' wallet.
That feeling you get when you immerse your frozen hands in hot water. What happened? Now at least he knew who the unfortunate man petrified in ice was. GILLES, the general store's manager himself.
GILLES.
That had to be the worst parking job ever. Who was Carl to judge, though? It may be customary to park like that around these parts. Or not. Something fell to the bottom of the box.
I don't know what that I means. There's like gotta be like something in here that I'm like completely missing.
The crowbar was stuck under the lift. Notwithstanding Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet.
Yet. But like, what? Oh.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
What in the world? I don't know what to do. Uno logo. Let's heat up for a little bit. Because I know I need to turn this thing on. And then we have these wolf prints that lead this way. Stop here. No, they don't. But like, what do I do here? Am I like missing something important or...
The Polaroid, Carl's long-standing and faithful ally, had seen its share of husbands caught red-handed cheating. There's always something out there waiting to be snapped away.
Is there like something I'm like completely missing or... Hey! Post key. Something in here out here fell to the bottom.
The murder weapon. milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottle. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit.
Place is a mess. No shit.
A radiator without power is as good as a wood stove without logs.
Oh, there we go. Hey. There we go. I was trying to find it. I was like, where is it at? Oh. You can like, no. Alright, let's fill up the tank here. Yes, Alright, tank is filled. I can go.
Straight away where to find the infuriated GILLES. Any good investigation would have to start there.
First, I'm gonna turn that off. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch over to open you off, and then come over here. I don't know what the I means. I can grab the crowbar.
At long last, the crowbar was within Carl's grasp. Surely it would come in handy at some point.
Yes. All right. You're making progress. That's right. Off, turn on. Alright, I wonder if whenever I hop in this bitch, it'll tell me. No, I actually think I need to go back. I think I need to go back this way. I need to find the way to this house. Let's... Okay. Letter. To Mr. GISELE'S in South Manistan. Dear Mr. Lachey, we have carefully taken note of your complaint regarding the collapse of a natural cave on your property. However, given the absence of actual damage or injury, we don't move forward with this investigation. Natural cave cannot be considered a personal belonging. Furthermore, your claims regarding the land sites caused by the work in the new DW Inc. mine seem outlandish, as the mine is miles away from your property. Also, it is imperative that you secure your property, as you would be held accountable for any injuries caused by steep terrain. This is where Crying Wolf leads you. Sincerely, Pierre Valjean, Registrar Ciotat de Quebec. I don't know. I don't mean. I guess. So this is Giles or Giles. Giles is place. GILLES? I already forgot. Huh.
The crossbow bolt stuck into the wooden stairs reminded Carl of the arrow that was said to have hit Achilles' heel. But who was the intended Achilles this time?
New journal entry.
The air was freezing, right down to the bone. The otherworldly ice had struck again. The woman's hopes and dreams were frozen in eternity.
Oh, that hurts my nose.
Something was hidden under the stairs.
When you go up the you.
The man grabbed his rifle. Carl felt a sense of dread in him.
Bertrand Lachamp, 19.
Perhaps their spousal relationship had been cooling down lately. It seemed like secrecy was commonplace in this house.
Ooh.
Vision's veil was lifted, and he was back to reality.
All right.
A reality in
Well.
which Giselle, Jill's loving spouse, was motionless. Frozen.
September. Mother once told me when I first met Giles that I had picked the brightest bulb of the lot. As the years fly by, I'm seeing the truth of her words. Always trust your mother's wisdom. That blackmailing scheme is a prime example of Giles's brightness. He's like a small dog. He thinks bigger than he actually is. He growls, generally thinking he's scary. Big yawn. But everyone knows he can be pushed aside with just a little kick. He truly believes he can blackmail Hamilton, the big boss himself. It's going to be a long time in hell before my poor Giles can manage to pull off such a feat. After all, Hamilton's a rich, learned, and an influential man. Not only is that blackmailing idea bad to begin with, let's be honest, Giles is way out of his league. But Giles doesn't know even... doesn't even know how he's actually gonna carry this out. I don't even think he ever would. He's just throwing random threats out loud in the kitchen. He says he'll do it eventually, but I know better. Successfully blackmailing requires masterful cunning, and Giles is a master of nothing. He's a slave and forever will be. I often look at the safe he keeps hidden in the fake wall, in which he stores all these incriminating documents he intends to use. I just can't come to grips with the sheer ridiculousness of the whole thing. Oh God. Okay, this is the last one. It is true that Hamilton would still have to figure out the combination of the safe where everything is hidden. Only problem is Giles himself tends to forget the combination. He has a trick to help him remember his father's first initial, followed by three numbers I had to engrave behind his pendant. Who would possibly have a hard time remembering three simple numbers but my Giles. October, Giles has trouble sleeping. He will flail his arms and legs in his sleep. I told him this blackmail business would be hard on him. But that's the problem with idiots. They always think they're the smartest person around, no matter how hard you try to shake them. God, I'm tired. Hamilton will find out, and then we're done for. We'll have to move to Valdor, and live with the small fry. I'm shaking as I'm writing this. I cannot believe I have taken part of this tragedy. I haven't done anything. Why do I feel so guilty? Poor girl, she was so young. So pendant. 739. 739. Oh.
The pot was cold, and the stew inside wasn't cooked.
Oh.
Slow cooking it.
Okay.
What a waste. Carl
It's
seen
B.
that kind of safe before, with its double-layered security system blending letters and numbers.
7.
Its code couldn't be broken by the common burglar.
3. 9. Aha! Compromising document. William Hamilton is a crook. He has been blackmailing everyone in the village, myself included. like the infamous Seraphin Wade. This document is proof of every bribe paid by Hamilton to federal authorities in regard to the acquisition of his damn mine. Fact that he used henchmen to instill terror within the village will not sway the tribunals down in Montreal. But the fact that he has been bribing government officials will surely will. I can already picture it making the front page. The English are all the same. We will prevail. Written in different ink. Hamilton is not only a crook but a murderer. I do not believe in his remorse. I firmly believe he will pay for his crime. I do not believe in native magic, but I do believe in their vengeance. Wow. Alright. Well, I'm going to leave this video here. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see everyone in the next video. Thank you. Have a great day. Peace out.